Justin was on Flight 1015 when he suddenly realized something eerie. The flight number matched today's date, October 15th. Even stranger, the original departure time had been delayed from 9:30 to 10:15. That was way too many coincidences. Feeling uneasy, Justin looked around but saw nothing unusual. He decided to ask the captain, "Good flight today?" The captain replied, "No, I very good." Justin chuckled, relaxed, and went back to his seat. But before he could sit down, a strange man nodded at him. Justin politely nodded back. Then, he noticed an MP3 player in the seat pocket ahead. It was playing a creepy story about Flight 1015. Wasn't this the flight he was on? Curious, he put on the headphones. The story described exactly what was happening. The flight attendant doing the safety demo, heavy rain outside. Justin lifted the window shade to check. Sure enough, it was pouring. Then the voice on the MP3 said the plane would vanish from radar in 1 hour and never reappear. Justin thought it was absurd, but suddenly felt the plane jolt. Luckily, it was just takeoff. The MP3 then mentioned a mystery about a plane crash, starting with Captain Donald. Right at that moment, the captain spoke over the intercom. Justin paused the recording and asked the passenger next to him, "Is the captain's name Donald?" The man looked confused. He hadn't been paying attention. Justin couldn't hold back and told him about the creepy MP3, trying to get him to listen. But the man stood up and left, annoyed. Justin had no choice but to keep listening. The recording said at 10:21 a.m., a bird would hit the plane. When the time hit 10:21, a loud thud echoed through the cabin. Justin jumped from his seat, panic flooding his mind. He ran to the bathroom to calm himself. But the flight continued smoothly, and none of the other passengers seemed to notice anything. Justin began to wonder if he was imagining things. He buckled his seatbelt and called the flight attendant, asking if a bird had hit the plane. The attendant impatiently replied, "There are no birds at this altitude." Justin insisted she confirm with the captain, but she told him to keep quiet. The argument drew annoyed looks from other passengers. Justin realized the story might be making him paranoid, so he stopped asking questions. Just as the attendant left, the man who had nodded at him earlier suddenly sat behind him. He said he was sure a bird had hit the plane. His name was Berman, and he claimed to be a former pilot who had worked with Captain Donald. He explained that the crew usually doesn't inform passengers about such incidents. Berman's words made Justin nervous again. He put on the headphones and kept listening. The recording said the plane would disappear from radar at 11:15. It was now 10:30, time was running out. Sweat dripped down Justin's forehead. He realized he couldn't just sit and wait. He had to find clues to stop the disaster. The MP3 explained that every disaster shows subtle signs, mechanical failures, cabin fires, or turbulence caused by thunderstorms. Justin noticed two passengers watching a live stream. He asked them to turn off their phones, but they said they were on airplane mode and ignored him. Justin grew agitated, but the flight attendant asked him to sit down. Helpless, Justin complied and put the headphones back on. The recording seemed to know he had found nothing and kept narrating as if guiding him. It said there was an air marshal on board protecting a witness who was about to testify against the mafia. The mafia would do anything to stop the testimony, even attack the flight. Justin scanned the cabin and spotted two suspicious-looking men at the front. He quietly told the flight attendant he wanted to talk to the air marshal. She said she didn't know if there was one on board since such operations are kept secret from the crew. Justin thanked her and returned to his seat. As he passed Berman, he suddenly had a realization. He sat next to him, suspecting Berman was the air marshal. But Berman denied it and didn't seem to be lying. When most passengers fell asleep, Justin decided to act on his own.